right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Leading off, Jarren Duran. There's a strike up high, and we are underway. Line drive, calls it in, and there's one away. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Batting third, a guy they're looking for a little more out of right now, Manny Machado.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Trent Grisham now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. One out, bases empty. Next pitch is outside. Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Popped up. Harper. And a couple of quick outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
13, Manny.
And now it's Manny Machado. Rips that one to right. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with two gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Tristan Casas digs in now.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Outside, and it's 1-1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back for more from the Bronx. Starting on the mound in this one, Brian Bayo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Chisholm launched a pair of homers in his last game. Ground ball, Casas steps on first for the out. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So We'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. Out. And Ramirez is set down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Juan Soto. Soto went deep in his most recent game. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike. Ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Aaron Judge stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Got him swinging. The Yanks leave 1 scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. Max Fried will go to work. Just missed. That clips the zone, and the count 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Doyle on the move. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6, the catcher,
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. He was 0 for 4 in Wednesday's game. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Romy Gonzalez. Right through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here in New York, so here is Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Bayo back to work. Ground ball right side. Cassis on to first. One up, one down.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls. One strike.
To the right side. Lindor retired.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at frame. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Gone straight into the visitor's bullpen. Home run number 10 on the year. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And up next for New York, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Stepping in, Brenton Doyle. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. And that clips the inside corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Yeah, that's fouled off. Rafaela patrolling center field, 24 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Fried winds and deals. Late swing fouled off. One down, base is empty. A little bit high. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Now batting Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Harper hauls it in to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Set
off
for the bottom of the third.
Yankees,
And stepping in for the Yankees, Brenton Doyle. Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball
13.
hard. You know, line
Second
drives don't
baseman,
always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Strike on the inside corner. That
That's
one
a
off the
ball.
mark. 1-1.
1-1. Hey, ride.
And that
2-2.
one missing low. In the dirt, and it's 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2.
Now
He goes
batting,
off
the
speed.
third baseman,
Gets the out.
Jose.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now Trent Grisham.
Number 15, Trent Grisham.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Here comes a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1-2.
And that skips in the dirt. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
But it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Machado stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
1 down, base is empty. Right side. Judge settles underneath it. Squeezes it. 2 away down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And the batter
first
now,
baseman,
Tristan Casas. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Outside low. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maximus notches the K. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Yankees,
bottom 4, in now is the Yankees DH, Juan Soto. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So man aboard. Bryce Harper to the plate.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And a foul ball. Judge over at first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rafaela sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one way outside. 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Just
Now
kept it
batting,
simple.
the
Played
catcher,
proper with the middle of the
Yarn.
infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, 2 outs. Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next
No,
pitch
that's the
inside,
ball.
and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be
Now
perfect
batting,
with the
the
exchange
center
and throw
fielder,
to get the
Jackson.
out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little
Roll.
deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And up next for New York, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's towards center. Rafaela under it. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. And the Yankees leave them loaded, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the Red
pitcher's
Sox,
duel so
the
far.
designated
Here's how the
hitter,
starters
Rob
have performed up to this point.
Schneider.
Freed back to work. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And that's in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same
Up
page
next
right
for
there.
the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's in there. That's strike 1. One down, base is empty. Looked like it was a little bit up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in the Bronx,
Leading off
John
for
Shelby
the
with my
Yankees,
buddy Chris
the left
Singleton.
fielder,
It's set to get us
Brenton
started. Bottom 5, Brenton Doyle.
Come on, Yankees. Let's go, Yankees.
Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2. That one missing inside. That's down and in. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
So the lineup flips over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. No outs. Runner on second. And ball 1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
2-2.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on the plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in. You've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
The other way. And foul ball. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a hit. The throw into second. And they tag him out. Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
1 ball.
2
1
outs.
strike.
And 1 in scoring position. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball.
Well, that's
2
today's
strike.
style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Full count.
2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Brian Bayo departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Red
New
Sox.
arm out of the bullpen, Liam Hendricks.
Number 31.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. Well, no count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Into the bullpen and gone. That should get the dugout going. His 33rd homer of the year. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Right side. A sliding stop. Throw to the pitcher, and they get the out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back now in the Bronx, and now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Bregman in his 9th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And that is out of play. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And misses inside. One down, base is empty. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Judge is there. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Outside low, and that is ball 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Frankie Lindor. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Weiser warming up as well. He swings and fouls one off. fastball is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right
Foul
side,
ball.
and it goes just foul. And that's down and away.
Full count.
That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Up
Everyone
next for the
gets a walk,
Yankees,
Boog.
The catcher, Yarren.
So digging in, Jarren Diaz. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And first offering is fouled off. Lindor on at first, nobody out.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, Bregman. And he beats it. He's safe.
Yep, he made it.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill, 1 for 2.
1-0.
In the dirt. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike
1-1.
one. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy,
Now
but it
batting,
was far
left
from
fielder,
routine.
Brenton.
That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make
Doyle.
tough plays look simple.
And next for New York, Brenton Doyle. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
1 ball,
2
no
outs
strike.
with a runner at third. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two, 1.
Well struck right field. Grisham drop step going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take a
for the
look
Red
at their
Sox,
upcoming
the
schedule.
right fielder, number 15, Trent Grisham.
Ripped on a line to center. Merrill makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And there's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Red Sox down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Caught and missed, struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Casas having a lot more success on the road this season. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Hit in the air out to center field. Lindor makes the grab, and that's the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it here 4-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brennan Bernardino.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Back to the top of the order now. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. Next pitch is downstairs. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now it's Jose
The
Ramirez.
baseman,
1 for 3.
Ramirez.
Here goes the runner. That one ripped. And foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner goes again. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls.
Runner in
2
scoring
strikes.
position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Juan
Now
Soto.
batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Runners on the move. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. And the runners will move up. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. That one's back. Going down. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Brennan Bernardino won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Greg Weisser on to pitch here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other
Now,
relievers, so he relies on getting that soft
Number
contact and the
57,
defense doing work behind
Greg
him. They'll have to be on their toes with
Weisser.
him on the bump.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered here in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Swings through that one.
No balls. Two strikes.
Seeing if he can get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2. That's outside, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Judge waits. That one misses, and that's ball 3. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that
Now
just miss
batting,
the zone
the
like
first
that.
baseman,
And it's a real
Ryan.
discipline as well. He's put a lot of work
Harper.
into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Ball 1 to Bryce. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball. And it's fouled away. That's inside. And a count now even up. And a good eye there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Now batting,
and walked the hitter.
shortstop,
Man, you got to
Francisco.
challenge the guy with the fastball.
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Check swing called strike. And that is strike 1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. To the right side. Bregman for 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Now batting, catcher.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. Just missed.
Outside.
That one misses. 3-0. Jackson Merrill hitting on deck circle. Judge on third with 2 out. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 7-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Judge makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Let's go, Yankees.
First
No, that's
pitch,
a
and he
ball.
just misses. This one in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Romy.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first with one gone. And next for the Red Sox, Romy Gonzalez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first, and they get Bregman for the out. 3rd out. And the Red Sox leave one. They continue to trail 7-0. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Weiser back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, left
So
fielder,
up next, Brenton Doyle.
Doyle.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball.
Merrill gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the
batter,
zone, and then guys have a better
Second
chance of hitting the
baseman,
ball hard like you did right there.
Chisholm Jr.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's
Ball
outside.
outside.
1-0. No outs. Runners at first and third.
Come on, New York.
Foul ball there.
Go, Yanks.
And that one got a piece of him.
Hit him.
He had him 1-2, and he ends
Now
up hitting
batting,
him with a
third
pitch.
baseman, Punk.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. A two-run double. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Greg Weisser is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
So the Red Sox go to the
Number
bullpen.
25.
Josh Winkowski.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Base hit. One run is in. They're waving Ramirez home. The run comes in from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Here comes Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power. First pitch misses. Still only one out here in the inning. And now 2-0. Action in the pen down there. Justin Slate getting loose out there. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce.
Two outs, base is
Harper.
empty. Here's Harper now. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. That one is upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. His 32nd of the year, and they add a run. It's 12-0.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled over to first. Out. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Duran in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one fouled off.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
This one popped up. Lindor. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees get a shutout on the mound.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
12-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.